What if I told you that the most reliable cars in human history were not built using the most advanced technology? Not built with the most expensive materials, and not built to look exciting, but were built by a company that intentionally chose to slow down progress just to protect one simple promise, that the car will always take you home, no matter how bad the situation becomes. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is a decision. Around the world, people argue about speed, luxury, and design, but when a car breaks down in the middle of nowhere, none of that matters anymore, and suddenly the only name people trust, the only name mechanics respect, and the only name taxi drivers swear by is Toyota. So the real question is not why Toyota is popular. The real question is why Toyota refuses to fail. For millions of people, a car is not a hobby. It is how food reaches the table. It is how children reach school. It is how families survive. Toyota understands that if a car fails, a life becomes harder, and that understanding shapes every single decision they make. While other companies ask how much power they can extract, how many screens they can add, and how quickly they can release a new model, Toyota asks a question that sounds boring but changes everything. What happens if this car is abused, ignored, and driven forever? And once you understand Toyota's answer to that question, you will understand why their cars are still driving when everything else has already disappeared. Toyota engineers are trained to fear failure more than they desire praise, which is why they do not celebrate innovation until it survives years of punishment. Because in Toyota's world, a feature that looks good today but fails tomorrow is worse than having no feature at all. This is why Toyota technology feels old. Not because they are behind, but because they refuse to move forward until failure is impossible. Toyota engines are built with space, tolerance, and calm, meaning the engine is never pushed to its limit, never screaming for performance, and never living under constant pressure, because Toyota knows that engines do not die from age, they die from stress, heat, and arrogance. By lowering stress, Toyota lowers heat. By lowering heat, Toyota lowers wear. And by lowering wear, Toyota quietly creates engines that outlive expectations. This is why Toyota tests cars where people actually live, where roads are broken, fuel quality is poor, maintenance is ignored, and weather is extreme. Because Toyota does not build cars for perfect owners, they build cars for real humans with real problems. And when a Toyota survives those conditions, it becomes more than a machine. It becomes dependable. Toyota is not obsessed with the first owner. Toyota is obsessed with the moment when the car has 200,000 miles, the paint is faded, the seats are worn, and the owner still turns the key without fear. That moment is success. Because trust is not built on excitement. Trust is built on survival. This is why Toyota cars are everywhere. Not because they are perfect, but because they are honest. Toyota does not promise thrill. Toyota promises return. And in a world full of fast, fragile machines, Toyota chose to be the car that always brings you back home.